What's happening, Hardscapers? On this project, we are doing a front walkway makeover. So to do this, we are removing the old pavers, disposing of them, replacing a new base, and working our way up. But the only thing that we are doing is we're going to reuse these steps. These natural stone steps are still in great condition. They look beautiful. So we are going to reuse them on this project and change the shape of this walkway from the curve to completely straight. So the first thing we do, remove those pavers, dispose of them, and then remove our base material. This is a 3/4 inch minus base material down to dust. We're gonna remove it, get rid of it, and put in an entirely new base of 3/4 clear or open graded base. It's called open because there are no sand, dust particles in it. It is completely open. So once our base is excavated, you see we have a step up there for our step. We can then install a 3/4 inch clear into our subsoil and compact that around, and then install a non-woven geotextile. This is going to separate our subsoil from our base material and provide a little bit of stabilization, especially with that biaxial geogrid that we are installing there. That biaxial geogrid overlaps at least 6 inches, and we are provided with a reinforcement strength of the aggregate that is placed on top of it. It interlocks into the apertures or the openings of that geogrid and helps to stabilize our base material that we put on top. We continue to our lower area after that initial step. You can see that our biaxial geogrid on that initial area actually will tie into our 2 steps there, which is perfect. So installing our first step, what we do is level out our screed bars, measure down from our top elevation, which is our front porch, to the desired height, and then screed out some HPB or high performance bedding. This is 1/4 inch clean chip. That means it's open, there's no dust, particles, or sand in it. And then we're gonna lay out some pavers and then place our step on those pavers. This makes it a lot easier to install those steps, that we can move it around on those pavers. It also just gives it a good load-bearing area to put that step on top of. And you can also see that we cut those steps as well. The client wants those steps to be flush with the wall, and since they are rock face, they extend out past the final step. It leaves a little gap between the foundation and the steps, so we cut those straight so that we can push them right up against that foundation there. Once those steps are in place, we can work on that upper landing and screed out that area with HPB after compacting our base, and then we can start to install our pavers in this area. We worked it out so that we did not have to do any cuts on this upper area, so that worked out perfectly. That we measured from our initial step to our second step to make sure that we were not going to have to make any cuts here. And then on this final step, where you can see us installing it just like we installed those last few steps. Obviously I could use some fork attachment on my mini skid steer, but this works in a pinch using those straps. And finally cutting that step so that we're not going to have any cuts on the far side of this walkway, so we're actually cutting off a little bit more of that final step. Now we're compacting our base material here to our desired height, working our way around this open graded base. And you can see I'm working with this screed bar to make sure that we are at the right elevation. You can see I'm scraping away some of that base material because I actually messed up there and it was not at that right elevation for this project. So now I'm gonna scrape away that base material and then continue screeding out the rest of this area now that I've got that correct. Now I'm gonna start to lay out this lower section of the front walkway, and what I realized is since there is a return on that foundation, there's that corner there, it's not actually gonna work out to a full stone, so I needed to shimmy the initially laid pavers to the side there to be able to make sure it works to a full stone, and then continue laying the rest of this paver walkway area. And you can see we are now cutting in the right side of the walkway because we do have some cuts along that foundation for those border pavers to drop into. So you'll see that I put those border pavers aside after I'd mark my line, and then follow my saw along that line to cut out those pavers, dispose of them, and then put into those border pavers into that area there. And we are just finally finishing up cuts around that step. And we do have some sliver cuts. That's unfortunate, but it is necessary to be able to break up those lines for this project. And then finally, we have our front porch overlay. So I'm just fitting in those front porch pieces. You can see we actually did this at the very beginning of the project. That's why those old pavers are actually sitting in front of the step there. And we just did our initial cuts on the risers there, along with fitting in those top pavers to see how this is going to lay out exactly. And now I'm just seeing how much that overhang is going to look like. And we have a 2.5 inch overhang, which means we need to cut our pavers at the back of this foundation by 1.5 inches, push everything back towards the foundation so that we have a 1 inch overhang on our caps. And that way we don't have a cut right at our caps, but instead our cut is slightly hidden at the foundation. We're just dry fitting everything here, so it doesn't have to be perfect. Our lines aren't perfect, everything's not perfect here. We're just dry fitting it to make sure everything's looking nice. Complete our cuts along the other side as well as around this pillar here. So some awkward cutting going around this pillar of those caps to make sure that we are going to be able to slide in those white spacers around the pillar to clean things up there. And you can see I'm marking out my cuts around this L-shaped corner. And finally, for our risers, completing a final cut and just making sure I'm making the most of the space that I have. So you can see our caps are symmetrical, and then our risers are actually offset centered to those caps. So they're not lining up, the seams aren't lining up, the risers are in the middle of the seam of the caps. And then finally, we're going to install a concrete edge restraint along the border of the pavers to retain those pavers and to make sure those pavers are not going to move out. You can also see that our pavers we overdug the excavation so that the pavers are sitting on a firm foundation 6 inches past the final paver is what we dig to and prepare the base to. And then we're going to finally install our polymeric sand. On our polymeric sand walkway, we are going to sweep that in, blow it off so that there's no sand particles on here, and then strap a pad to our compactor, as well as use plywood in this case because we are using a face mix paver and I find that they scuff a lot easier. So we have a dual protection there. Once we compact that sand down to the bottom of the joint, we then sweep in the rest and make sure that we are consolidated there and prepare for watering. Finally, with our front porch overlay, we're adding adhesive to the bottom of our pavers and setting them into that adhesive throughout the entire paver area. And then we do the same thing with our risers. We put beads of adhesive on the risers and set them into that front porch. And once again, same thing with the caps. You can see we're using a bit of shims to get the right height for those risers and the caps on the other side of this project to prepare this all for a polymeric sand installation. We're trying this no-co product. This is a no compaction polymeric sand, so we don't actually have to compact this like we did the last polymeric sand. This is a no compaction material, which is perfect for a overlay on top of concrete, which we would not want to compact for risk of actually breaking those pavers. And then finally, a polymeric sand activation using water on a shower setting and following the manufacturer's instructions to give us this final product of this front walkway and porch overlay installation with these beautiful natural stone steps. If you want to see an even more in-depth video of this project construction, you can click the video that shows up right here. Thank you so much for watching. Like this video if you found it helpful. Comment below any questions that you have and subscribe to this YouTube channel for more hardscaping content like this.